Wall Street is in turmoil. The Dow has plummeted over 1,000 points amid fears that President Donald Trump's escalating tariffs could tip the U.S. into a recession. Yet, in a March 11, 2025, CBS News report titled, "Lutnick says Trump's policies are worth it." Even if they spark recession, journalists Nancy Cordes and Caitlin Yilek detail how Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick is standing firmly behind the administration's trade war, dismissing economic concerns as overblown. Asked directly whether tariffs are worth it if they trigger a recession, Lutnick didn't hesitate. "These policies are the most important thing America has ever had. It's worth it." He went further, blaming any potential downturn on Biden nonsense, rather than the aggressive trade policies currently sending shockwaves through financial markets. However, economic data contradicts this deflection. Prior to Trump's tariff hikes, growth was steady, inflation was cooling, and investor confidence was high. Even Trump, in a separate Fox News interview, refused to rule out a recession, calling economic turbulence a necessary period of transition to bring wealth back to America. Yet history paints a different picture. The last time Trump waged a trade war with China in 2018, U.S. farmers suffered massive export losses, forcing the government to issue multi-billion-dollar bailouts. Going further back, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930 helped deepen the Great Depression by triggering retaliatory tariffs that crippled global trade. Now, as Trump's new tariffs on steel, aluminum, and consumer goods take effect, economists warn of similar fallout: higher consumer prices, stalled investment, and job losses. Meanwhile, the administration's erratic trade tactics were on full display this week. Just hours after announcing a dramatic 50% tariff hike on Canadian steel and aluminum, the White House abruptly reversed course, scaling it back to 25%. Lutnick, however, dismissed concerns about instability, instead portraying these moves as calculated strategy. When you're negotiating with someone, the president, who's the best deal maker ever, says, "Here's my response." And then shockingly, they respond, he claimed. Yet markets are responding not with respect, but panic. American manufacturers reliant on imported materials warn of skyrocketing costs, while small businesses brace for layoffs. The administration calls this short-term pain, but for workers on the brink, it's survival. While Lutnick insists markets will adjust, history suggests otherwise. Trade wars rarely end in economic growth. Trump's tactics also echo those of authoritarian leaders who use economic leverage to assert control. In Hungary, Viktor Orban has manipulated trade policies to weaken political opposition, while Russia's Vladimir Putin has weaponized economic threats to maintain power. Trump's use of tariffs, implemented by tweet, reversed at will, raises concerns over whether U.S. economic policy is being dictated by strategic planning or impulse. As allies grow wary and recession fears mount, the real question isn't whether Trump's tariffs are a strategy, it's whether America can afford the cost. Please subscribe to the Intellectualist new YouTube channel, where we present insightful videos analyzing the current events shaping the world. Turn on notifications to receive the latest updates from the channel.